Hello, everyone. My name is Thania, and I'm from the Trimontium Museum in Melrose in the Scottish Borders. Our museum is dedicated to Roman Scotland. Here in the Scottish Borders, we have the highest concentrations of hill forts anywhere in the world. That's how many they were. And the Romans arrived and they tried to conquer. And the people here called Dassel go by. What? Dassel go by? Sell go by. They gave the Romans a little bit of trouble. So the fort here was inhabited and abandoned many times. But today we are talking about the Roman dance. And that's one thing that I do. Back then, there was no video like we're doing today. There was no recordings of any kind. People didn't have iPhones or iPads or anything like that. So how do we know how they dance? We actually don't know that well, but we have a little idea of how they may have danced. How? We find mosaics, we find frescoes, which are paintings on the wall that the Romans really like to do in their houses. We have pottery, where there's depictions in relief, in a sculpture of dancers and their instruments and musicians. We have also writings from the famous Roman writers of the time, because the Romans, if they did anything, they left a lot of records, and they like recording everything that they have in their empire. Today, we are learning some steps based on these depictions and descriptions of dance. We're going to call it the Saturnalia dance just for fun, but they were also used in basically any celebration, any festival, any party that the Romans had, because the Romans really like to party. They really like to celebrate everything around them. They like to celebrate birthdays, birthdays of emperors, the seasons, their gods, sometimes even the rivers and nature. So they had lots of festivals and lots of parties. And music and dance was always part of this. Saturnalia, we're focusing on that because it's very close to us in some aspects. It was celebrated in December, around the same time when we celebrate Christmas. And a lot of the things that they did are similar to our own celebrations and traditions of Christmas. For example, they like to give gifts. Do you like gifts? I love gifts. They love gifts as well. They love to give and receive gifts at this time of year. Other than that, they didn't have a Christmas tree like we do, but they did decorate shrubs and greenery with something that they made with their hands, such as terracotta or pottery. They also like to have big feasts and banquets where they ate everything that they wanted, and they were merry and they were really happy. This festival started being one day long, back long time ago. Through the centuries, it started being a little bit longer. It went to 3 days, and then 5 days, and then 7 days. And by the time we get to the 5th century, the festival was 2 weeks long. So today, we're doing something that may have been used, may have been enjoyed during the Saturnalia. What am I wearing today? Today, I'm wearing a kind of a fantasy interpretation of a dance costume, of a Roman dress. Dancers are depicted in mosaics and in paintings wearing 2 types of dresses. One that is very colorful with layers of different colors, kind of what I'm wearing today. The other is very transparent sheets of fabric, which is similar to what is under the thicker part of my dress today. So I'm kind of mixing up the two for today's dress. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this workshop today, and you can dance your own dance in the comfort of your own home, or maybe even perform it one day, and I'll get to see it.